Hi, everyone. Welcome to this market update. I am running solo today. David, my usual co-host, he's out. He's in Cabo right now, enjoying himself. So don't worry about that. But let's just jump into numbers. We're gonna do a number centric show today, going over the market. So if you look at the current inventory, and mind you, as you're looking at the inventory, you'll see the numbers slowly tick up a week, 2 weeks later because sometimes realtors are behind on putting they backdate their numbers, things like that. So just be aware of that. But look at the cannibalization, right? We're talking about 87%. The last month or so, we were talking about 90 to 100% of sold and new properties. New properties in the 700s. Last month, we were all in the 700s. Last week, it's probably not going to jump up higher than that. We were in the 800s the month before, 700s. So as you can imagine, what that's going to do, less and less inventory on the market. So I'm going to jump over to the inventory. Now, if you've been watching us for a good amount of time, you'll know that we bumped up to about 3,200. We were originally at 2,000, then we were bumped up to about 3,200, and now we're slowly trickling down, and we're at 2,500 active properties on the market. Okay, pending properties has kind of gone down a tad bit right there. Active properties, 3,700,000, have kind of trickled down. As you can just tell, across the board, active properties are slowly trickling down. So we'll see. I mean, pending properties hasn't really gone down as drastic, but again, if the majority of these pending properties do end up selling right there, we're talking, about 2 weeks of inventory across the board. So that's not the greatest of things. Now, if we look at if we look at the numbers, everything, let's see. So you can kind of tell right here. Okay, this is the median homes in San Diego County. Okay, the price. All right. The last 2 months, the number has kind of slowly gone down a little bit. As you can see, what happened last month, it's trickled up a little bit again. Okay, so that's not the greatest. It might be because we're getting less and less inventory. Now, when you look at list to sold, that number has actually gone down. So we're getting closer to that even number. All right. So list to sold. So to give you kind of a reference point of what that means is, let's say a property they're asking 100,000, which in San Diego County you're probably gonna get that. Let's say 200,000. Okay, 200,000 at 100%, it sells at 200,000. Right. If we're talking about at 102%, okay, we're talking it's selling at 200 and 204,000, right? No, yeah, I think so. Yeah, 110%, even higher than that. So, man, off the top of my head, not the greatest, but anyways, so 100, yeah, 102 would be 204. So on and so forth. But that number is slowly trickling down a little bit. It's probably because people are listing their properties higher. The interesting thing too is the median time the properties on the market on for the median, it's slowly trickling back up again. So it's taking longer for properties to sell. So to look over all these numbers, less inventory, people are getting overly excited about the market, so they're pricing their properties a little higher. They're still selling across the board a little bit above that price right there, but it's taking longer to do that. So be aware of that when you're looking at all the numbers together. And we'll see what happens over the next month or so of how things change. But we need more inventory. Now, something that I wanted to bring up that people always ask me, well, what about foreclosures? Because the moratorium on evictions and everything like that has been lifted in California. So we currently have a little over 1,000 properties in default in San Diego County. Last month, there was 234 that were filed. Okay, so you could still You could have still foreclosed on someone, mind you. Get an attorney if you want to dive deeper into that, but you could have still foreclosed on someone even before everything got lifted, right? As long as they were paying less than 25% and weren't showing that it was COVID related, why they were making the payments. So there was ways in California to foreclose on it. Now that it's lifted, we'll see if there's more foreclosure and things like that happening. But again, we need a lot more inventory, probably even rates to kind of trickle up because rates are still fairly low to really see a true change in it. So if you're looking to buy right now, talk to your realtor. Feel free to call myself up and we can kind of dive deeper into where you're looking for, because be aware, as the days on market is trickling up right there, some people are getting kind of scared. Hey, why is my property not selling? I saw John Smith over here sell their property in 7 days. Now it's taking 11 days or taking longer than that. Should we take a lower offer? Things like that. So just be aware of that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or David. He'll be back from his vacation. 858-345-7829. Have a great weekend, guys.